The moon had never felt this quiet before. Commander Arman stood at the edge of the observation dome, staring at Earth. A glowing blue marble hanging silently in the endless black. It looked peaceful from here. Too peaceful. Day 3142, he whispered into the recorder attached to his suit. No contact from Earth. No signals. No movement. Just silence. He paused. I believe I am the last human alive. It hadn't always been like this. Years ago, the moon-based lunar station Orion was full of life. Scientists, engineers, laughter echoing through metallic corridors, debates about experiments, jokes about missing Earth food. Arman remembered those days clearly. He also remembered the last message. Global systems failing. Unknown cause. Stay where you are. Do not return. That transmission had cut off mid-sentence. After that, nothing. No news. No updates. No voices. Just silence. At first, they tried everything. They boosted signal strength, recalibrated satellites, sent automated drones toward Earth. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Then supplies started running low. One by one, the crew members were sent into cryosleep to conserve resources. The plan was simple. Wake them one at a time, rotate duties, and survive until contact was reestablished. But something went wrong. A system failure. Power surge. Arman still didn't know. The cryopods. They never woke up again. He was the only one left. Now, years later, Arman walked alone through the empty station. Every step echoed. Every door opened into silence. Sometimes he talked to himself just to hear a voice. Good morning, Commander, he would say. Good morning, he'd reply. Kept him sane. Or at least he thought it did. One day something changed. Arman was running his usual systems check when a faint signal appeared on the radar. He froze. A signal. Weak, but real. His hands trembled as he rushed to the communication panel. Hello, he said, his voice cracking. This is Lunar Station Orion. Do you copy? Static. Then, hello. Arman's heart stopped. Who is this? He asked quickly. Where are you transmitting from? A pause. Earth. He stepped back. Shocked. Earth? Are there survivors? Arman asked urgently. What happened? Why has there been no contact? The voice was weak. Almost broken. Don't come back. Arman frowned. Why not? I can help. I have resources here. It's not safe. The signal flickered. Wait, Arman shouted. Tell me what happened. But the transmission cut off. Again, silence. For the first time in years, Arman felt something new. Hope mixed with fear. Someone was alive. But why warn him to stay away? Days passed. Arman tried to reconnect, but the signal never returned. Still, he couldn't ignore it. He prepared a small shuttle, just enough fuel for a one-way trip to Earth orbit. Not landing, just observing. I need to know, he said to himself. As the shuttle lifted off from the moon, Arman looked back at the base. His home, his prison, his only proof that humanity once reached beyond Earth. Goodbye, he whispered. The journey was silent. Hours turned into days. Finally, Earth filled the window. But something was wrong. The lights were gone. No glowing cities. No satellites blinking. No movement. Just darkness. Arman entered orbit, scanning the surface. Scanning for life signs, he muttered. Nothing. Then, a flicker. One small signal. From a ruined city. Against his better judgment, Arman descended. The shuttle landed on cracked ground, surrounded by abandoned buildings. Dust filled the air. The sky looked wrong. Too gray. Too still. He stepped outside. The silence here was different. Heavy. Unnatural. Hello? He called out. No answer. He walked through empty streets, his footsteps the only sound. Then, a shadow moved. Arman turned quickly. Who's there? A figure emerged from the darkness. Human. But not entirely. Its movements were slow, unnatural. Its eyes empty. You shouldn't have come, it said in a broken voice. Arman's heart pounded. What happened here? He asked. The figure tilted its head. We tried to survive. More shadows appeared behind it. Dozens. But something changed. Arman stepped back. What are you? The figure took another step forward. We're what's left. Arman ran. Back to the shuttle. The figures didn't chase him quickly. They didn't need to. They just watched. Waiting. He launched immediately. As Earth shrank behind him, Arman realized the truth. Humanity wasn't gone. But it wasn't the same anymore. Back on the moon, Arman sat alone again. But now, the silence felt heavier. Because he knew. He wasn't the last human. He was the last one. Still human. Day 3200, he recorded. I will remain on the moon. Earth is no longer safe. He looked out at the distant planet. And I think, it never will be again. The moon returned to silence. And Arman kept watching, waiting, alone.